was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 55, Mike.
Stay with your man.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. I got it. Rush in.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch the twist. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Outside coming.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Yellow. Mike, check. 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 55. Tighten up. Switch it.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Heavy on the edges.
Motion!
Mike, 55. 55. Hey, eat.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes forced out to his left. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Yellow. And here we go. Watch the pass. Scene 6. Mike, 55. Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
The kick in
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 16. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, T. Here I come.
To throw on second and 6, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure. When you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Move!
Hey, yellow, go gun. Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Let's go, D.
Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.33 40. And it should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
H3218. Chopper.
Come back.
Sponge. No.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Set the tone, defense.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
Joker.
Mixon will try the right side, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
He's checking.
15. Watch that.
Back to Mixon on first down.
I got him.
Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, eat. Check pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's go, D.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Miller. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Not here. Yellow.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Attack.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
43.
Why? Who? Mike 55.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Motion.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I got him.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Tackles. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
We want it. Come to my world. Switch.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 43.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, check Mike. 15. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Still playing stop.
Now Joe Mixon.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Check 24. Jam.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chiefs 18, Texans 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over
That's it,
first
baby.
and 10
We're going to work.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
To the air yet again, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's keep moving. Converge. 15.
Mike 55.
Check.
Check 3.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run there by Johnson, 74 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right, and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Kill. 20 points down, he's coming. Kill. Turn up.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alpha. Mike 51. Watch the out.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Danny. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Defense. Hey, man up, deep.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
I got him. That's me. Shift. Under 10. 10. Out. 43, 15. My side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 4. Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 50. Check 50.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Watch the slant.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
The 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Easy.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Again, it's Mixon.
Run. Go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Man out.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Check. Hey, 57. Easy. Smoke. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
51's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mahomes now on first down. This for his running back, McCoy. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Kill.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Again, it's Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down now, it's Miller. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check. Fresno. Hey, 31. Twist.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
12 yards, and it's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On fourth down, Watson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55. 57 colors. Double dog. That's the way. Shift. 36. Switch.
Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that could hurt you.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people. Some days I just have to check up on myself.